Hi everybody. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm writing a interactive fiction story called 10 Blades. It's not quite a game, not quite a book. It's more book than game. It's got branching paths depending on choices you make in the narrative, and it will lead to different outcomes in the story as it goes along. So today I thought I would read a little bit of it to you, the prologue at least, just go through one of the paths and show you what I'm working on when I'm not making game videos. So let's begin. Prologue. You finish tying your raft to the small wooden post jutting out of the rocky shoreline. There is a cold breeze on your skin as the ocean wind is blown in your direction. Walk to the beach. You reach down and grab a handful of the fine sand. You are drawn to the black grains, much different than the sand from back home. You lose track of the time as it trickles through your fingers back into the earth. Check your belongings. You open your bag, revealing your canteen and meal rations. Your map of the island is rolled up and stored snugly in a side pocket. There is nothing else of note in your bag. The only other thing you brought with you on this journey is your blade. It is sheathed on your hip. Running your hand along the hilt gives you comfort. Walk towards the center of the island. You continue your trek to the island's innermost area. The meager trails are overgrown with shrubs and weeds, obscuring your path. Avoiding the small branches and thorns becomes difficult due to the curious absence of the morning sun. Look at your surroundings. Trees surround you on all sides. The end of the forest can't be seen from where you stand, just an endless expanse of green. No local fauna is visible to the naked eye, or anything of particular interest for that matter. Listen to your surroundings. You try to listen for the slightest of sounds, but the island is eerily silent. You are too far from the shore now to hear the crashing waves. The only sounds of the forest are the twigs snapping beneath your boots. Keep walking. Despite the conditions, you persevere through the labyrinthine woods. What feels like hours pass before rays of light start to pierce through the canopies. You sigh in relief as you step out of the trees to find yourself at your destination, the Sanctum of Swords. Enter the sanctum. The sanctum was rather small on the inside compared to its grandiose exterior. On the outside it appeared to be a large domed altar with beautiful ancient architecture. The inside was a modest rotunda, the only room in the building. You noticed the 8 exits of the building, excluding the door you came in. In the center of the building, a large statue stands, looking down at you. Read the plaque. The Unknown Swordsman. Take out your map. You reach into your bag and unroll your map. The detailed chart of the island will help you gather your bearings. You smile as you notice a stain on the upper corner of the map, reminding you of your childhood. Press your fingers to the stain. As soon as you place your index finger on the map, your ears begin to ring. You wince at the pain it quickly travels through your head, bringing you to your knees. Next, your vision blurs and you lose all sense of your surroundings, what was happening to you. Although it felt much longer, the agonizing seconds come to an end. Your eyes remain closed, but you faintly hear a familiar voice calling your name. Suddenly, the voice becomes louder, and louder, and louder. Open your eyes. Vision of the Master. You are 9 years old, much younger than you were just moments ago. Your memory is hazy. You remember touching a map before your vision began to blur. Look down. The map is still in your hands. Now it is less yellow and has fewer wrinkles. It is still unmistakably the Isle of Blades. I told you to stop running off with that. The deep voice startles you as you turn quickly to face the source. Tall and imposing, the master stands in the doorway of the small bedroom you were hiding in. He is not your father, but he is the only parent you have ever known. As long as you can remember, he has trained you in the art of the blade. Look down at the ground, apologetically. His face softens. Although the master carries an intimidating aura, he often shows you his caring demeanor. I'm not trying to be harsh, but if you don't focus on your training, you'll get lazy. Being lazy on the battlefield is unacceptable. Do you understand? Nod. Good. The master takes the map from you and looks it over. Maybe you'll get to go to the Isle of Blades one day. For today, we need to train. Let's go. Ask the master if he's been to the Isle of Blades. The master shakes his head. Let's not talk of the Isle of the Blades. Insist. You are persistent, you know that? The master chuckles. Alright, I'll tell you. I have been to the Isle of Blades before, but before you get any ideas, let me tell you it's not like what you're imagining. There are all several bladesmen on the isle, but they're not friendly like me. The master shoots you a wink. They all have been exiled to the isle. Exiled? Banished. The master's face becomes serious. Some committed heinous crimes, others shamed and disgraced from their homes, some just with nowhere else to go. Make no mistake, though, child. These are some of the best bladesmen on the planet. Beating all of them in single combat is a requirement to earn the Blade Master title. You are a Blade Master, though. That's right. I beat everyone on the Isle of Blades. Only 5 others in the world have done this, besides myself. It's one of my greatest accomplishments. Will I become a Blade Master one day? You have great potential, more than any student I have ever had before. I have no doubt you have the skill to become a Blade Master. With that said, I don't encourage you to take that path. Why? Besides the fact that the bladesmen in the Isle won't hesitate to kill you, the master gazed out of the open window. The Isle of Blade is strange. It doesn't follow the same rules as the rest of the world does. Magic, maybe. Or something more sinister. I can't say for sure. What I am trying to say is that it isn't necessary for you to go there to prove yourself in the art of the blade. I understand. There are attorneys I want you to enter soon, but we must continue your training. Are you ready to start now? Follow the master. The master hands you the map back. Here, I know you enjoyed looking at it. He smiles at you. Thank you. No problem, child. Let's go to the training grounds. Begin training. You are standing in direct sunlight, sword in hand. Sweat builds on your brow as you keep your eyes locked on your opponent. Wipe your brow. A swift strike to your midsection brings you to your knees. Although it was only a wooden blade, the strength of the master is overwhelming. You left yourself completely vulnerable to wipe off your sweat. The master puts his palm over his face. Here, put this on. The master rummages through his pocket and pulls out an old red headband. You take the headband from him and tie it to your forehead. You feel powerful. The master smacks you on the back. That's more like it. Alright, we'll give this one more go. All you have to do is disarm me. Ready? Ready your blade. You and the master begin circling around the arena, carefully watching each other's movements. You have done this hundreds of times with the master, and haven't triumphed once. You are determined to change that today. Strike first. You lunge quickly, hoping the element of surprise will catch the master. You swing as fast as you can, but he is already behind you after dodging your attack. You feel the butt of his sword thump your back, sending you to the ground. Get back up, I haven't disarmed you. Rise again. Your body is aching from being knocked down, but you aren't giving up yet. The master is still watching you intently, treating you as he would the most difficult opponent. All you have to do is make the warrior drop his sword, and victory is yours. Strike his leg. If you can take out the master's legs, he'll lose his balance and will be trivial to disarm. You'll have to swing with all your power to have a chance to topple him. You begin to retreat slowly, inviting the master to advance on your position. He accepts, taking a big swing. You manage to dodge and strike his midsection. He grunts and shifts to a vulnerable position. You wind up your swing and spin your entire body with all your might. As if it was a cruel joke, your grip loosens in your excitement, and your sword flies across the arena before landing pitifully in the sand. You have failed again. Drop to your knees. The tears stream down your face. You had it. This was the time, and you let it slip from your fingers. You question if there will ever be a triumph over your teacher. A hand rests on your shoulder. Hey, look up. The master looks at you, frowning with you. You didn't win today. It sucks. I know it sucks. But you are improving. I know this isn't what you want to hear right now, but I need you to listen. You will win one day. You'll find your rhythm. I'll be a little slow, whatever. But for today, you fought your heart out. I'm so proud of you, child. Hug the master. Suddenly, a sharp pain grows in your head, causing your vision to go blurry. It's happening again. You close your eyes tight, and the sounds of the arena begin to fade away. Another sound arises faintly, and your body begins to go cold. Open your eyes. Sanctum of Swords. You wake up looking at the hole in the stone roof of the sanctum. You are on your back, laying on the cold floor. It is nighttime. The moon hangs full in the sky. You look at your hands and feel your face. You're an adult once again. What just happened? You had relived a memory from your childhood after touching the map of the island. But was it just a memory? Your body is sore as if you had truly just gone through a rigorous training session, but the master was nowhere to be seen. Stand up. You remember why you came to the Isle of Blades. 1 year ago, the master had disappeared from your home without a trace. With no leads to go on as to his whereabouts, you continued your training independently. In the past year, you won multiple sword fighting tournaments, becoming a local legend and rising star in the sport internationally. All of this felt hollow to you, however, without your teacher to share it with. 1 month ago, you decided to make the journey to the Isle of Blades. You remembered what the master once told you, that the island not only held criminals and evildoers, but those who just didn't have any other place to go. If the master wasn't on the Isle of Blades, then he must truly be gone from this world. Gaze at the sky. You look back up at the night sky. The stars shine brightly on this island, far from the rest of civilization. The solitude brings you peace. You wonder how much longer that will last. Explore the sanctum. You check the exits to the sanctum. Although they aren't labeled, your map will tell you where they lead. Other than the statue in the center of the building, there isn't much of note. Just broken stone and the overgrowth of the forest creeping into the building. Look at your map. You unroll the old map once again. According to the map, there are 8 separate regions to the island. After looking it over, you decide to travel to... And then these areas listed here are each individual chapter of the story. They're designed to be read in any order, and have branching paths within them that have different outcomes. So currently the castle is the only chapter I have written, but I am about halfway done with the Colosseum, and then I plan to write the rest of them and post them as I complete them. And then eventually, once I have them all completed, I can write a epilogue to the story that ties everything together. This was just the prologue. I'm gonna stop here and then maybe make a separate video for the other chapters as I write them. I just wanted to give everyone a taste of what I'm working on, and I hope you guys find some interest in it, because I really do enjoy working on it. So, until I post the next video, I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a good day.